Ìyánlẹ̀. What is referred to as Ìyánlẹ̀ is when, after Ifá or any other Òrìṣà has accepted a sacrifice or offering, a portion of the food is set aside and dropped on the floor before the Òrìṣà and before the priest eats from it. No one is allowed to taste or take a portion of the food before presenting it to the Òrìṣà. This is what is called Ìyánlẹ̀ of the Òrìṣà. When the celebration of Ògún festival is ongoing, for instance, we set aside a portion on that day for Ìyánlẹ̀. If it is Ifá festival, we set aside a portion on the second day. And if it is Àyẹ̀wò, Ìyánlẹ̀ is done on the day of the sacrifice. For a better understanding, Ìyánlẹ̀ is a Yoruba term that refers to the act of setting aside a portion of food or sacrifice for the Òrìṣàs before consuming the rest. Èsè pípa. This is popularly called Ìpèsè. Ìpèsè is a Yoruba term that refers to one of the acts of making sacrifice to the Òrìṣà and the ancestors. These are the categories of why people offer this type of sacrifice. The ones to appease Ìyàmí in order to be set free. The one that is called Olóde, that is offered to Ṣọ̀pọ̀nná or Ọbalúayé in case of sickness. Ahọ̀rànmọ̀jà. This is called Èésè Àwúre for financial success and freedom. Èsè Àpèdè. This sacrifice is to enable someone as a lot of followers. Èsè Ìjà. Sacrifice for war. Èsè Àmódì. This is sacrifice to save someone from dying at the point of death. However, when making Èsè Àwúre, certain items are required, which are ẹ̀kọ, epo pupa, ẹyin adìẹ, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, ẹ̀wà, ẹyẹlé, òkété. For the Èsè sacrifice for the sick person, the following items are typically used: ata epo, ewúrẹ́, omi tútù, and owó ẹyọ. The important things to consider about a sacrifice are as follows. Never eat from the sacrifice materials. That is, this type of sacrifice for a sick person. There are designated places to present this as a sacrifice for healing the sick. Places such as the front of Èṣù, at the backyard of the sick person, inside the bush, and so on and so forth. Another important thing to note is that there are a specific time to present this type of sacrifice. Ẹbọ ṣíṣe. Ẹbọ ṣíṣe is a yearly ritual performed by the Yoruba people to honor their ancestors and the spirits of the deceased. The Yoruba believe that this ritual helps to communicate with the spirits of the dead. And they believe that it's a way to seek their blessings and protection. They also believe that during this ritual, the spirits of their ancestors who have passed away are present among them. Seeing what they are doing, hearing their prayers, and receiving their offerings. The day of Ebo Sise is a day of rejoicing, not a day of mourning. It is a day to celebrate the lives of their ancestors and to honor their memories. Ètùtù. Ètùtù is a ritual different from Ebo Sise and celebration. Ebo Sise and festival, it cannot be done except it is revealed to be done. Ètùtù is performed to prevent evil from happening to oneself or one's child. The Yoruba people believe that Ètùtù is a way to ward off evil and misfortune and to prevent accidents from happening. It is like a protection spell to prevent any evil from happening. It can be done to protect oneself from physical harm, spiritual harm, or any other kinds of harm. The important thing is that Ètùtù is performed to prevent evil from happening to us. It's a way to cover oneself and one's family from harm. It shows the way to prevent evil from entering our homes and our lives. Dear viewers, your support means the world to me. If you enjoy my content and want to see more, consider becoming a member by clicking the join button below. You can choose a membership category that suits you best. And every bit helps me continue creating the content you love. Additionally, if you would like to show your appreciation, you can equally use the Super Thanks button below or visit the donation link in the description. Your contributions make a significant difference and motivate me to keep pushing forward. Thank you for being part of this amazing community. Get a better life. To be continued.